it also brought me to the realization that all of this is just a illusion. Our life is a illusion. Even though you can learn so much in it and become very wise, it's all a illusion, and when you die, you come into the bigger picture.
Well, today is a very special day because I am sitting here with my dear friend Sorrel, Baxter. And Sorrel, you to date are my youngest guest on this podcast, but I think you have a lot of wisdom for both adults and kids alike. So thank you for wanting to do this.
Thank you for having me here. I'm really excited to do this with you.
I am too. So what's kind of funny is I usually ask the guests what did they like to do when they were kids. But since you're still a kid, I mean, you just turned 11
Yeah.
in March. So what do you like to do?
I like to dance. I do a dance class.
What kind of dance?
Irish dance.
Oh, great.
I've been doing that for like 5 years. This is actually a suit from one of my first dances.
It's a wonderful green suit with a green bow tie for just the audio. You look very dapper.
Thanks. Yeah, it's getting a little small, but
You're still rocking it. So you like to dance.
yeah.
And what other things do you do throughout the day?
Throughout the day, I also like to needle felt. It's one
Cool.
of my most favorite hobbies. Fishing's also my most favorite hobby of all time, but I don't get to do that always. So, mostly felting, and really that's about it. Wandering around looking at books.
That sounds pretty nice. Any specific stories that you want to bring in this moment? Maybe one that you shared with me the other day, if you want to.
Well, so I did have the hand coming out.
That's okay.
So, um, I had this really cool journey like a couple nights ago with my dragon. My dragon's name is Creolia, and it was very short. And that night we had a fire, and the sunset looked like flames,
Wow.
and I went to sleep and I saw this blue orb of light, and it got bigger and bigger until it was obscuring my vision. And then I saw the outline of a mountaintop with my dragon sitting on it, Creolia. And there was this blue flash of light, and all of it was gone. And I was there standing on the mountaintop. And my dragon was next to me, and she put something in my hand and said, "This is the Firestone. Use it well." And that morning, I woke up with this. Some people have called it tiger's eye. I think it definitely seems like a kind of tiger's eye, but it is the most beautiful stone I have ever seen, and I did not have it before I had this vision.
Wow, Sorrel. That's very sacred. How does it feel to be holding this firestone since that vision?
Well, it's definitely a very magical stone, and if I hold it like this in my hands, it will get warm quicker than any other stone.
Oh, it's
It was
amazing.
warm in my hand when I woke up, like warmer than it would be if I had just warmed it up in my hand. And I left it out for like a day, and when I picked it up, it was still warm.
And have you had contact with Creolia since the dream?
I've talked to her,
Wow,
yes.
that's incredible. Thank you for sharing that. And have you had an experience like that before?
Well, I haven't had experiences like that, but I've gone on journeys with my unicorn, Srenlock,
Wow.
which is very powerful. I've gone in like 3 over a long, like about 3 months. I've done all this stuff, and then another thing that I'm really getting into as a hobby is survival.
Hmm.
I have a whole survival backpack, and yeah, it's just really cool.
It sounds like from my perspective, it sounds like there is communication between you and this dragon guide and this unicorn guide and
Creolia is
Creolia. And what's your unicorn's name again?
Srenlock.
Shenlock. And to have something physical like that in your hand when you wake up.
It also brought me to the realization that all of this is just an illusion. Our life is an illusion. Even though you can learn so much in it and become very wise, it's all an illusion. And when you die, you come into the bigger picture.
Wow. I'm just amazed at this wisdom, because there's a lot of us that, may seem like we're adults and we have things figured out, but what I'm hearing from you is this openness, a perspective that is so much more than what we see here. And so for those listening that may be like, how do I connect to that? How do I connect to the thing that's beyond this illusion?
Well, the first thing that I do is look up Diana Cooper. She was the person that brought us to these dragon journeys and first to the unicorn journeys. Also, Dr. Edith is the person who taught me blindfold vision, which is one of the most important magical things that I have right now.
So I want to hear more about that, because how did you get to that class with Dr. Edith?
So, Mom has been like, first she got into water a lot, and then she got into like all this other stuff. She's been getting into more spiritual stuff, and she found Dr. Edith, and she was very cool. She does blindfold vision classes, and Mom came to me and said, what if you wanted to join these classes? Do you want to join them? And I said, yes, that would be really cool. And I remember in my first class, it was July, I think, last year. And yeah, I was very shy, just getting to know everyone, and it was very amazing.
So Dr. Edith, your mom connected with her, and she knew that you would be a great fit for this what would you call it? A class, a training,
I like to call it a
a
training
training?
school, kind of, but
Yeah.
not like school in the way we know it, not where like you're taught things because people want you to know them. A kind of school where you're open to everything and you get taught what you want to know.
Wow, that is some wisdom right there. So when you were in that first class back last summer, what was that like?
It was really cool. So, right as I put on the blindfold, I was like, this thing is completely dark. How am I going to see through this thing? I bet all the other people in the class will be able to see through it immediately, and I'll be the only one left out. And it turned out that everyone was a beginner, so they all took the most amount of time. And I thought that when I first put on the blindfold, and I was one of the first to get it really quick.
Wow. For those that may not know what blindfold vision is, how was that? Like, we have a blindfold here called a mindfold to show for the video.
That was what I started with. It's a little easier to start with because you can get light through the nose. But now that I'm more advanced. I have this one completely dark,
Oh, yeah.
and
That is different.
it like covers all light. You can try
Wow.
it on if you want. It's completely black.
Wow. Oh, yeah. There's no, like before on the Mindfold,
You can
there's like
kind of
little
yeah.
pockets of light, but this one has none.
Yeah.
But it still has the space for your eyeballs.
So, because you have to have your eyes open, because it is seeing, even though you're seeing through.
That's cool. So is that to mimic your eyes are looking and they're still open through the eyelids? That's why you need the space
Mm-hmm.
for this kind of blindfold. So you were there, you weren't sure what was going to happen, and everyone was a beginner, like you said. There were other kids around your age in that class?
Yeah.
Yeah? Different ages?
My age, a little older and a little younger.
Yeah.
There are adult classes.
I would love to learn more about that. So then when you were with Dr. Edith and she was introducing you to blindfold vision, what was the first thing she had you do?
The first thing, she handed us over to Boudin. He's a really amazing guy, and he had a sound bowl, and he played it, and it was very beautiful. And he led us through sort of a meditation where we'd like look up, look down, sideways, both directions. And that really helped activate us.
After you got activated, were there certain things that the teachers were showing you to then see if you could see them through the
Color papers.
And how was that for you when that first started with the colors?
Well, I kept getting red as orange and also sometimes red as purple. Usually people get them mixed up. So if like it's red, you might get purple, and if it's purple, you might get red.
And then when was that moment when you started to just, like you said, you just got it?
Well, so after the beginning, really it was in like the first 30 minutes. It's like a 3-hour long lesson, and within like the first 30 minutes, like after that, I sort of just kind of got it. And some other kids in my class, yeah.
That's so cool. So was when you started? Yeah, go ahead.
It started with just like kind of feeling and knowing the colors. And then like now I completely see through it.
Wow.
And I just want people listening to this to know that everyone can do it. Me and the other people in my class are not the only special people. Every single person can do this.
That's so inspiring. And including us adults?
Yeah.
It's not too late.
No.
It's not too late for us to open up to the magic that's beyond this. So that is so amazing that you've started off with feeling and knowing, and then you went to seeing. And so what in your wisdom would say would make it so someone could open that up for themselves?
Well, so there are, like, so if you have a sound bowl or something that, like, you can make beautiful noises, like pan drums are really useful, and they can help you up. Just really all you need is blindfold and the ability to stay open.
Wow. To stay open and stay curious.
Yes, so the 3 things that Dr. Edith would say, like every class, what are the 3 most important things? The first is to stay comfortable.
Oh.
The second, to stay curious. And the third, have fun.
Those are really good things to live by. So stay comfortable is important. And so does that include like how the blindfold feels on your face?
Yes, and also, as Dr. Edis used to say, if you need to go to the bathroom, just do it. Because if you're holding it in, you won't be able to see because you're not comfortable.
And so then your body can be in that place of openness if you're comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then staying curious. That's another amazing thing to live by.
If you, think you got it and you think you have it all figured out and you're not curious anymore because you know all about it, you think, then you're not going to learn more.
Right.
Because you think you know it. So you need to stay curious. And to have fun is also really important. Because if you're not having fun with this, you've got to be in a really high vibration too. That's something else that the meditation helps you with.
Oh,
You've got to get in a really, really high vibration. And that's easier than it sounds. So
what?
I don't want people listening to this to be like, oh, you have to get in a really high vibration. I don't think I can do that. All these things are upsetting me. Just, you can do it, no matter what.
That's so inspiring, Sorrel, especially for for those like you said that might feel like, well, how do I get into that high vibration? And there probably are all these really easy ways. Like you said you love dancing. That could be one way, right?
Yeah, whatever you really enjoy, like, just try to do that and maybe put on a blindfold while you're doing that. And it will work so much better if you're having fun.
And for those listening, is there a way to su- to support those that are wanting to open up these gifts?
Well, there are many ways. So, one of the things that is very important when you're just learning is that you can't let anyone, get you down. Like, if someone's saying you're cheating somehow, just don't let that happen. And if that happens, just don't let it affect you because you should know that there's no way you can be cheating. People try this on and they're like, yes, this is completely black.
Mm-hmm.
People say, I feel like you're tricking me somehow. But you just have to know that it's all real. Even if other people are, not believing it, you know in yourself that it's true.
That is an important thing to be walking through life with, right? To trust yourself and trust what you know and what you're experiencing.
Also, something that I've been doing is I can feel the cards.
Awesome.
So I can close my eyes in here and I will feel the card.
Do you want to try it?
We can try seeing or feeling. I thought we might start with seeing just to get the feel a little.
Great.
So we have
Oh my gosh, you brought all sorts of great things.
those things are mostly for seeing.
Okay, you want to start
So
with seeing?
sure.
There's some colorful spoons in this bag. Cool. And now you have your very dark blindfold on. And do you want me to just this is fully spontaneous.
Needs to be a
I didn't
little
even know what
tighter.
you brought in your bag today. This is fun. Um and then once you have your mindful comfortable,
Ready?
do I just hold up a spoon?
Sure.
Is
You
that
can hold up anything also.
okay?
You can hold them up. I can sort them.
We'll start with I'm going to hold one up.
Pink.
Yes, it's pink. Okay.
Purple.
Purple, even before I took it out of the bag.
Green.
Oh my gosh. Yep, green.
Orange.
Orange. Okay, so now I'm going to switch it up.
Pink. Purple. Green. orange.
That's exact. So you're feeling them too.
Okay, so you have a purple and a pink right now.
I do have, again, my hand wasn't even out of the bag. This is, okay.
Pink?
Oh, right. And so
You can also switch the piles up.
before I even put the spoons down, Sorrel was knowing
Okay,
I
that's
was
purple piles.
sorting the piles.
You're
Okay, so I'm
putting in the purple
gonna now just like put a few spoons out here,
and I should swap.
and then you're gonna sort them. Okay, there's lots of spoons now.
These are green pile.
What?
This is yellow pile. Orange pile. Pink pile. Purple pile.
It's that's pretty fast. Wow. Does this help you clean your room really quick?
Not really.
You just put your blindfold on and you're like, "Shh, here's all the things." Wow. Okay. This is so neat.
Yeah, you took up the pink pile.
I did
now
take
you're
it.
taking up the
So
purple
you're just
pile.
seeing anything I'm doing. So
Yes, you're looking over there right now. And you're
Okay.
just
Can you see this?
you're putting a pink spoon on your nose.
Oh man, you saw it. What about, I mean, I'm not doubting any of your abilities, but this is just really fun.
That looks like glasses. 2 purple spoons on
Yeah, I have 2 purple spoons on my. Wow. So now, I mean, you can keep your blindfold on if you'd like. What is it? So you see them. Do you feel them as well?
I don't feel them really unless I have my eyes closed.
So you're just seeing them, completely seeing. And do those that are able to, they can eventually read and do all sorts of things with?
Well, right now I can read, but I'm homeschooled, so yes, I can read, but I can't read really hard words like Constantinople.
That's all right. um,
Maybe I can spell out turkey.
well, beyond this being like a party trick that you bring to people, right? It's more, it sounds like, tell me how it is for you.
It's definitely not like a party trick.
It's not a party trick. And that's what I just want to
It's
like,
not even, shouldn't be called a trick.
so that it's not a trick. It's not a party trick. It's a way of perceiving beyond like what you said earlier.
Yeah. This also is like, this is a illusion. I mean, like what I said earlier, this also helps with, like, if this was completely solid, how would I see through it? And it's like, you can change your reality.
Wow.
Manifesting's a big thing for us now, and it's really working.
Yeah, do you want to share anything about that?
So, I was going to Farm and Forest Friday. Now it's Forest Friday. And I wanted to go exactly on time. And it was 8:09. And I was like envisioning us getting there right at 9, exact time. And we were like, it felt like it was 5 minutes of it just holding still.
And did you get there right at 9?
Yes.
Wow. That's very practical too. And what other ways are you seeing in your life since July, right? Last July.
Mhm.
How has this been opening up your life in other ways too, with manifesting, with dreams and visions? Any other ways that you're seeing it show up for you and your family too?
Well, Ilan, like, while I was doing the first couple classes, Ilan got really good at it from just being around the energy of it. And Oren's starting to get it. Everyone in my family's like starting to get it. And it's like, Aiden is really cute. And yeah, he hasn't put it on yet, but I'm sure he could do it.
So for those that don't know, Ilan is about to be 6.
Mm-hmm.
and Oren is
About to be 15.
about to be 15, and Aiden is just over 1.
One.
So he has some time to get it. He's already there.
But I'm sure he could do
He's
it.
already probably, already in that field.
Something that we're learning about is children who are like born in this generation right now are going to be more open because they know exactly what they came for, like the golden future, what everyone's talking about, this great cleansing that's going to happen, and then everything's going to start opening up in 6 years' time.
Wow. And so did you feel that when you were with the other kids in your class, like the connections you've been making?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Also, so something that's really cool about journeys with like my unicorns is that it doesn't feel like my subconscious like going on a really cool vision journey. It feels like I actually get out of my bed and like onto my unicorn.
And so for those that are like, wow, that seems so far out, I'm just going to work and I'm stressed about money and it's hard to hear, like, what is this golden future? There's wars, there's all this intensity happening. What can we say to those people that are maybe more scared and not sure how to connect in that way?
Well, one thing that I know for sure, money doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. You can manifest whatever you want, and it doesn't take money to get that. It just takes your willpower, and then you have it.
You're so, again, the wisdom coming through. So how do you manifest? Is it when you say willpower, does it envisioning it? Is it stating it? How does it show up for you?
Well, so something that me and my family does is like we envision it when it's already done. There's even a song that says already done. And so we envision it when it's already done. We envision ourselves there and it's done, saying, we did it. And then thank you. And that's really what we do, and it's worked really well.
I mean, we have to credit your parents, right? They're so supportive and also magical in their own ways. And have you seen, since your activation, you mentioned your brothers, but anything opening up with your parents too?
Well, Mom knows her dragon and unicorn, and it's really cool with them too. Mom's gone on a couple journeys, and that's been really cool.
Wow. That's amazing. And they're just so supportive of you and trusting and believing because they're seeing. And not that you have to see to believe, right? That's the whole point. Because you're not seeing with the blindfold on.
You're seeing with your mind's eye.
You're seeing with the mind's eye. Have there been any other ways you've communicated with the world around you since this has been activated?
Well, so we have noticed a couple other classes that I haven't done, and I don't think I will, but there's this really cool class that's animal communication, and I watched like a lesson, and it looked pretty cool, but I think I don't really need that. Ilan's already communicating to animals really well. He's communicated to the deer. He knows one of the deer's name is Bob. And there's some squirrels named Bob, too. I think they might all be named Bob, and it's like, because they're all part of one. So they're all like named the same thing. They all really are the same thing. When one dies, they all feel that. And I don't think death is something to be scared of. Some people are like, I don't want to die. It's like scary. And really, it's nothing to be scared of. And some people are like, I don't want to feel I'm not really scared of death, but I'm scared of having a lot of pain, and there's been a lot of times where people, like, before they die will, like, experiences where they don't feel any pain because they, like, rise out of their bodies, and they don't feel it, and they're, like, perceiving it from above. So you don't need to worry about having pain anymore. You don't need to worry about dying. Dying is just going into the bigger picture.
Wow. Did you have any memories before you came? Like, do you have memories from before?
I had I have a memory of having a memory of, like, before I knew that I was coming. I well, I thought, and it probably is true, that I was living on the Horsehead Nebula, which is kind of funny. And at the time, I don't think I knew it, but I like horses a lot, and I wasn't really particularly into horses then. I loved them, but now I feel stronger towards horses. And also, I actually thought about it a little more, like, in the year of the fire horse. I thought about horses a little more. I felted some horses, and it was really cool because, well, I had never really thought of that before. And I feel like horses are a very special animal.
Oh, I so agree, Sorrel. And I have that. Okay, we're going to manifest having horses in our life because that is so in my heart. Because to me, they are keepers of such love. Their heart field is so big. And wouldn't that be amazing for us to have horses to communicate with? So that's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already done.
And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did you want to do another um with the cards or
Sure, I'll do something with the cards.
if you'd like?
So what I do is I close my eye, and in here, this is what I put on when I'm seeing, just, like, to make sure even if I'm not closing my eyes, there's no way well, I could see this through this if I wanted, but I am closing my eyes in here. I have this extra layer of duct tape. You can see, it goes down about a foot for people who are just listening, and it is completely black duct tape all the way down past the mouth.
So you attach it to the mask so it almost has this additional shield. Okay.
I find that this also helps me. And Mom said something, so sometimes you'll see I put them, like, here, and I wasn't quite sure why I do that. Mom said that maybe it's something to do with my heart field coming out, and I think that is definitely holding a lot of truth with it.
Beautiful.
And also something that will happen is I will trace before I know what it is.
Okay.
I'm ready for a card when you are.
All right. So your mask and the shield are on, and I have this deck of cards in my hand. I'm just going to shuffle it. And I'll hand you a card. I'm going to show it to the camera first. And now, here you go.
Circle?
It's a circle. That's so cool. So you trace it, and do you feel the
It
shape?
feels like a magnet is, like, in my thumb, and that is magnetic on the card, so it, like, sucks to it.
Wow, a magnet in your thumb, and there's a magnet in the card. Wow. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna show it to the. Let me do a new one. Here's the to the camera first. There you go.
Sharp edges. I think it's a square.
It's a square. Incredible. Okay, here's to the camera. And now for you.
I think it's a plus.
It's a plus. And I've got this one. I'm showing to the camera.
Squiggly lines. We call them noodles.
Noodles.
They look like noodles.
They do look like noodles. Yep. How many?
3.
There's 3.
There's only 3 on every noodle card. But
It's 3 squiggly lines. That is right. Does this ever get old for you?
well, it feels normal, but it doesn't get old.
That's cool. It's just normal now.
Yeah,
And
just a normal thing that always can happen. Well,
here's another one.
I think this is falling off.
Okay.
Maybe I should just close my eyes without it.
Yeah, want to do one more?
Huh?
Okay. Here's one more.
More sharp edges than square, so it's probably a star.
It's a star. Okay. Wow. So, you know, how I could relate to that magnet feeling is when I pull a card. You have different decks of cards, and you're like, okay, what's the card to pull? I feel
It
a
kind
little.
of like sticks to your finger when you're doing
Yeah.
that.
And it's like, that's the one. But what I hear you saying, it's also moving your finger to then get the shape.
Mm-hmm. 3.
And so since you've unlocked this ability in yourself, have you seen how this is showing up in other ways too? Like, are you able to find things in the home or things that are lost or?
Yes, I have. It has been getting easier to find things that are lost that we need help finding.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
I found the tweezers in a place where I never thought that the tweezers would be.
Really? And how'd you get to where the tweezers were?
Kind of the same feeling of like a magnet,
Yeah,
but instead the magnet is right here
in your heart.
and it draws a line up to right here.
So you connect with your heart and then you say, I want to find the tweezers.
And it's like kind of like if my head was following a line on a treasure map.
That is so cool. And again, so practical for life. Because imagine you were somewhere that you were needing to find, I don't know, your car at some point. Like if your family needed to find where the car was parked, or if you were lost somewhere, you're like, okay, that inner compass, and it's from your heart. That's so neat.
I also suggest for the people who are listening that the Dory Hoard Sparkle Stories, it's meant for an older audience than some of the other ones, which are for littler kids. And it is very interesting for like teens and up. And I thought it was also very cool. And it holds some big truths in it too.
And so what is that again in Sparkle Stories? The Dory?
The Dory Hoard.
The Dory Hoard. So you would suggest for teenage?
Yeah, teenage, maybe like 10 and 11 are good ages too, and up to like 50.
Okay, great.
And up to like 100.
100. Okay, good. You don't need to get cut off at 50.
Or up to infinity.
Up to infinity. Okay, I want to listen to that now. But I'll wait to have Finn listen to it.
Mm.
How young can people, speaking of, your brother, Ellen, already learning just being near you?
I think
How young?
I think like the youngest that like you can actually experience since like Aiden can do it. Aiden's like the youngest age and but you can't really tell that he's doing it because he can't really say the colors yet. So I think just when they start to talk and they can like tell you the different colors of things.
Right.
Also, they're young enough where they still have all those memories and they're more open.
That's
So really the younger the easier.
that's beautiful. And do you think there's these children coming in that you're saying they're coming in, including yourself, with this vibration? Or how would you describe it for the kids that are coming in for this time?
It definitely is a great remembering. That is something. And also, yeah, that's it really something that's really the other way that I call this time of change. The remembering, capital letters.
I love that. And what are we remembering?
Everything. But I have a theory. No one can know everything and no one can know nothing.
Wow, that's deep. Again, back to staying open, because as soon as someone says they know it all, so that's, I would say, is one of the challenges for grown-ups is they get older and they think they know more and more and more, but the importance, what I'm hearing you, is to stay open no matter what age we are.
Also, it's very important that if you think you know nothing, then you actually know something. That you know nothing, but then you're not knowing nothing, so no one can know nothing.
Whoa, that's a riddle.
Kind of.
Yeah, such depth and wisdom. And so, how can grown-ups and kids work together for this great remembering?
Well, if grown-ups, so let's say there's a grown-up and there's a kid. Something that grown-ups can do to help the children be more open and everything is to be open themselves with the stuff that the kids are needing to be open about. And something that kids can do to help the grown-ups is to be open so that the grown-ups can be open and so that they see the kids being open so they know that if they're open, it'll be easier for them.
Well, that's pretty sensical. Because as you were saying, because when you open up to these abilities, it's changing your family. Would you say that? That's what I've observed, right?
It's changing not just your family, but like the world.
Yeah.
Every single person who like activates and opens sets off a chain reaction of other people, possibly in the thousands, possibly in the hundreds, which go off and then all of them spark another chain reaction of people. So it's really like you think I'm just one person. Me doing this won't really change much, just one, but it actually changes a lot. Because then your family does it, and then like your friends see it and want to do it, and then your friends, and so on.
That's the movement. That's amazing. So for someone listening who might be struggling with comparing themselves. I know you already touched on this, that they're like, oh, well, I don't think I'm special. I don't think I can do it. And they have those thoughts inside their mind. What could we say for them?
Well, you can't have a fire without any coals. And the coals are what keep it alive. And you can't have a fire with one coal. With one coal, you can make a fire, but you can't call it a fire if you just have one coal. And everyone holds a coal, and even if the coal seems really small and you don't know you have it, it's still there. And a bunch of tiny coals come together will make a big coal, which will make a fire. So even if you think you have a tiny little coal, it can grow bigger very easily.
So to remember that we each have that within us.
We each have a coal, a spark. Some of us have a really big coal. Others think they have a really tiny coal. But if they just like kind of imagine themselves with a bigger coal, then it kind of grows bigger. And then you feel like you have a bigger coal, and that makes it grow bigger. And then two big coals come together, which makes another coal, and it just kind of spreads. Like what I was saying with the chain reaction earlier. It
Right.
makes a fire.
Brilliant metaphor. And for those that feel like, oh, my coal is dimming, by someone else having a bright coal doesn't take away from their coal. It can help their coal grow.
Like if
you have
a coal about that big and a coal about that big, and you put the coal about that big right next to this one, it doesn't drain the fire from that coal. You notice that when you're trying to light a fire and you put two coals together, it doesn't drain it. It actually makes it hotter, and that can make it bigger. And it makes its field a lot bigger too.
That's so hopeful.
Move so slowly on that one.
The other one's like,
I'm in this place. I get time to do something, and I can see before I do it.
Yeah?
Or after I do it, I mean. So, like, I can watch it without it happening, like, on this screen.
Oh, because it's delayed?
Yeah, you can't see that. But this screen,
right,
it stopped right there so I can see my hand, and then it just appears down here.
I thought you were saying, like, another ability you have. I'm like, oh, are you seeing the future?
Oh, no.
But
I can just stand up.
Yeah, stand up, take a little stretch. You're sharing such wisdom. And how does it feel to be talking about all this stuff?
I felt so nervous, but now it just feels like talking with a friend. That's what it is.
It is. Because I see you as a friend.
Like, oh no, everyone's gonna think I'm like, ah.
And you're natural. So it's good to get up, right? Like, gotta take care of our body. Oh, straight out of my suit. Gotta be comfortable. Gotta be having fun. Gotta stay comfortable.
I find it so hard to sit down for long periods of time.
You've been so awesome, Sorrel. This is a long time.
How long has it been?
It's been an hour.
Really? Yeah, ready.
Already. So we can.
Oh, wow. I thought it had been like 30 minutes.
I must say, this is impressive to be sitting here on the couch for already an hour. And I love it. You're like, it's just like talking with a friend, because I see you as a friend.
I see you as a friend too.
You inspire me.
Even though we're such different ages.
We are such different ages. I remember one of the first times you came over with your family, we were at the other house, and you put a bucket on your head and you were dancing around in the garden. And I was like, I love this kid. And Finn was laughing so hard. And I was like, you're cool.
I remember remember that bucket. It stank.
It's like here's a
But
bucket
it
head.
was worth it. It was worth it to hear the children laughing. I kept running into things and tripping.
Yeah,
I thought it was hilarious.
it was funny.
So it was worth it.
Finn's laugh was so great. Is there any last message you'd like for the listeners? Just anything that's hopeful for this moment and what's alive in your heart?
You're doing great already. Just by listening to this. You're doing great because then you're hearing it. And if you know other stuff and you've heard other stuff about it, you're doing even better. And if you haven't heard anything about it, you're doing great. There really isn't any doing better, actually. There's really all kind of the same. No one's better than anyone, and no one's worse than anyone. So if you feel like no one likes you, and you feel worse than everyone, just know that no one's worse than anyone. No one's better than anyone. People who say, oh, you're weird. I'm so much better than you. So much handsomer. I mean, that is so not true. You are special. Even if other people don't think you are special. Just know that.
Thank you, Sorrel, for that message. It's really landing in my heart, and I imagine all the hearts and ears listening to this or seeing this. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you for having me here today.
Absolutely.
I've had a really great time.
Oh, I'm so glad. Until next time.
Farewell.